Alright guys, we're back again with my Ninja 650 and I'm gonna do some maintenance and probably gonna delete this and put the seat back on and put the rear pegs back on. So the maintenance I'm gonna do today is an air filter and an oil change. I do an oil change about every 1,500 miles and I've not done an air filter yet, and it feels like it's kind of bogging down, so I assume it might be the air filter because I'm at 4,500 miles now. So I'm gonna do all of this first, then see if I need to do a chain, and then see if I'm gonna put my stuff back up here. I like my cowl because it kind of stops some weird people from asking you for a ride, and I can put like aftermarket stuff. You know, I got this on another bike. I got some stuff from TST. That's the air filter. I got the thing on my XR600, and then these are both for other bikes too. I've been made fun of it because they're carburetors, or stuff for carburetors, and this is obviously not carbureted, but I don't care. I like having it. But I think I should switch back. It just kind of sucks sometimes not having that seat. It is nice, the storage space I get under it though. So I don't know, I'll see. So it looks like I've got to remove the seats in the tank to get to the air filter. So I'm gonna start doing that. All right, so what I've done so far, I removed this bolt and this bolt, both 5mm hex bolts on each side, and then pulled slightly so it popped this guy out and that guy out. So then it's out of the way. I think I'll have to pull him out of the way. And then I removed the ignition piece right here. He was 4 more 5mm hex bolts, and then you kind of had to slide it in a way to pop it around these, and something over here I had to kind of be real careful and pop it around. But now I think I have to pull this bolt and the one on the other side, and then I should be able to take these two off and these two off. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. All right, so now I've removed both of the clips that are down up here under the front and both of these sides, and then you popped this guy out so I can reach this guy so I can get him out of the way. I'm gonna get this guy on both sides, and then after this guy's out of the way, there should be one more bolt up under here. So I'm gonna get to that because I gotta get this guy out of the way on both sides and that bolt out. I don't know if I just said it, I'm getting this bolt too, this one that's under this guy, but I really don't want to take him completely off. Alright, so since removing all that, I slid this piece out. I took this guy out by removing the bolt there, and bolt here, and I think it's this one I have to unplug, and I took this guy off, and then the tank should come off, I hope. Okay, so this plug has nothing to do with this bottom piece. All you do is lift this tab up and that slides out. I'm just thinking of it too much like a car. I almost had issues and broke it or something. But I can put this guy back now. He didn't have to be removed. I just needed to know how to move the clip, or remove the clip. All right, so there's another fuel line on there I disconnected, but there's one more I don't want to remove, but the air filter should be under here. So I'm gonna leave the tank sitting here, will not let it fall, and I will get to that. All right, so I took these bolts out, I took these 2 8s out, moved the ECU over, threw the filter in. So now I can finally go back up with everything. It is so hot. Okay, make sure if you do this, the pieces like this you take off, because one of them fell somewhere in there and I cannot find it. But I got the air filter in there, but I have to find this piece before I go back together, and it kind of sucks. All right, so I'm like digging through my bike like I lost my vape or something, you know how people are, and I found it back in there by the radiator. So now I can start going back together. If you take this apart, take these off the tank. So if you get the TST tail tidy kit, there is something you should watch out for. It does flash, this'll flash, and this sometimes flashes. But I've checked all my connections again. All my connections are good. So it, you know, the light just kind of does that. It might be because I don't have the turn signal fuse in that they want you to run, but my buddy tried using their turn signal relay and it just wouldn't work. But if you try to get that for your 650 or if you do it for something else, just know that it is an issue. And while I had my plastics off, I checked all my stuff and all my stuff is good, plugged in. That's for the license plate light, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, I got the tank on, I made sure it ran. It runs good. I can throw this back piece back on. And then I think I'll start with this side plastic right here. And I should be able to go completely up. It looks like all I've got, you know, that's for the ignition at the top. These are all for the side fairings, and these are for the battery tray and that plastic piece that goes there. And then that's the ignition. I forgot to say, you'll have to pop that off, but it literally just kind of pops out. Sorry, I'm blocking the camera, but like, see, it just got 3 tabs. It kind of just popped out when I took that other piece off. So it wasn't really an issue, but yeah, just in case you were thinking about it yourself. But yeah, it's doing good. I have the DNA air filter in, and now I'm going back together. I'll do the oil change probably tomorrow, and then my chain definitely needs tightened a little bit, but I'm gonna do that tomorrow when it's not midnight. But I had to go do some stuff, so I was fighting the light, and then what I was trying to do took forever, so I lost on my light, so I kind of got screwed over, but I'm doing okay. All right, it's been a pain, but I got almost everything put together. I just have the bracket that goes right here that holds the front seat in, and then I can put my seats on and I am done. But I did have one issue. The bolt that goes behind right here was like stripped at the end for some, I don't even know how, but like the end of it was stripped. And so I'm gonna have to get one, but luckily it was the one that's hidden behind, like it's under right here. So it shouldn't be an issue. Hopefully, you know, this plastic's holding it on and this plastic's holding it on. So it should be good. But yeah, all I have is that bracket and I'm good. So I'm gonna put that bracket on and pray I didn't put like a fuel line on bad and be like going to ride and then my fuel line falls off. All right, it's all put back together. And I'm hoping everything should be together, right? That's not really a thing I'm worried about. But I'm just hoping, I don't even know. It's just so late. It's like 1 in the morning. I got no power in my shop. And I finally got it all together. I just am so glad it's finally put together. Hopefully it doesn't run bad with that air filter in there, being a high flow air filter with no tune. But I don't have an exhaust yet, and it's hard to find a tune for one of these that's 91 and not 93. I don't have 93 where I am. So it is kind of difficult because everything does 93, and a lot of them don't tell you what their like power is that you'll make. And I really don't want to do that again and have to put it back like 2 months later. So I don't know. We'll make sure she starts. Hear the fuel pump priming. Looking good. All right, so I'm not so worried. If I have a gas problem and it goes up in flames, I'll be pretty sad, but I got insurance or something probably. All right, so it's the next day. Air filter complete. Time to do my oil change. So first things first, remove these 2 clips and that 5mm hex so this plastic can come out. Then the drain bolt is right there and my oil filter is right there, but I'm gonna let it run for a minute to let the viscosity, you know, do its thing. All right, I got my drain plug out and that bolt. So my oil's draining. It's It's still pretty golden. I change my oil pretty often, just because I bought this new and I want to maintain it. It's probably been 1,500 miles, and on these, I think Kawasaki recommends after the first break-in that it's like 600 to 7,500 miles, which I'm not doing that. I wouldn't even do that in a car. So yeah, doing my oil change now. So I'm gonna let this drain, and I'm gonna take the oil filter off, let it drain, and fill her up with, like, I think it's 1.9 quarts is what these take. So yeah, not gonna lie, I forgot to pop these out before I did that oil. So I'm gonna pop these out now. Ooh, my exhaust was hot, just touched that. You can just reach from behind and kind of, I guess it's not gonna let me snap it today. But I see these in auto body all the time. Just kind of get, if I could see right now. Pop her out. The other one on the bottom, you can just push the bottom in, like push it up. Pops out easy. Boom, now it's open. Coming over to the other side of the bike. Gonna pull my oil pan under the thing. Get this guy up under there and loosen it. It's real easy. You just come from underneath, put them over the filter, if I could see right now, and just loosen it. Kinda can't see, but just do not put your hand on the exhaust. I've done that too many times doing the oil on this thing. I'm using a new OEM Kawasaki filter. I do not like the K&N one. I had that one for 600 miles and it just kind of felt weird and I did not like it. And people say it gets loose, so I always just get this. You can get these for like 10 bucks, or for 50 you can get the oil change kit, which I actually like, but I did not get this time. I just bought 3 of these filters, 50. It was like $10, $12 each, and I got them with the air filter, so it was not bad. But same as that guy. And I got my motorcycle oil over there. You're supposed to run motorcycle oil because it's a wet clutch. You shouldn't run normal car oil because that would, you know, it doesn't go through a clutch. But same guy as that guy, gonna lube up. Gonna lube up my ring on here, set it in there, and put some oil in her. Got my new filter tightened on there, and now it's time to fill the oil. I had this loose so it would drain easier. It should basically just be out. I think I had it like one spin in, yeah. But I got a funnel. I'm gonna fill her with oil. Then after I fill it, I'm gonna run it, make sure it's not out. Check it after I run it, because it's gotta fill that filter. And you know, just check it, run it, and I should be good. All right, so she's topped up with oil. It should be even with the middle when the bike's not on the stand. I added the 2 quarts it needed, and it ran a couple times in between adding. And so, yeah, she's maintained now. All right, it's been sitting here for about 20 minutes. Nothing's leaked on the floor. Those drops were there. I double checked the torque on the drain plug and the filter. Both seem good. So I'm gonna ride it just a little bit while it's hot out. I just do not want to be riding while it's so warm out. But yeah, hopefully it's successful. Hopefully I don't go up in flames because like a thing popped off with fuel. Who knows? Not me. And you know, I don't even know. It's so hot out here. I'm trying to, I'm going crazy. I was going crazy yesterday when it was hot, and then I ran out of light. I'm gonna remove the tail and add in my rear pegs later, just because it's like 107 out, and I'm actually been dying trying to work on this thing. So thank you for watching my maintenance video.